Welcome to Soltron. I don't really have anything planned for today, so I figured I'd go over all the different figures that I've been painting and where I'm at in the process of these. Here's one I'll just show off for now. I'll probably do like a whole video on this guy now that he's mostly painted and finished. But this is like the Chimera custom I made out of a bunch of leftover robots I had. And yeah, here's how he's looking now. I think the lion head is turning out pretty cool. Yeah, everything's turning out good on that guy. And then another special mention is I want to talk about this Dino Stir. I forget what this is called. From, I guess, Moza Storm. Is I've been doing like the panel lining, which has been a real pain because he has so much of it. I've just been going over it with silver and then a nice little pink to go over the top of that. And I think that's been turning out pretty nicely, so you can see what like one side looks like painted and the other side unpainted. I think his unpainted side is looking a little plain. I think I really do like these pink ley lines all over his panel lining, so I'm gonna probably keep that up, but I just got bored of painting him, so I stopped in the middle there. So I guess we'll start with the black repaint universe. So first off, this guy's obviously incomplete. I've only really done the black paint on this guy and just put down some other colors for a base paint. Not even really a good base coat. But he's going to be a shattered glass, basically Insecticon colored Wreck-Gar, which I think will be cooler. I just never really liked the Wreck-Gar's original colors. I just don't. I mean, they're not supposed to be cool, so I guess that's by design. But yeah, I think he'll be cool in a black and yellow repaint and with some purple as well. So surprised Hasbro hasn't done this yet. It's an easy way to just milk out some money. And then these two are special because these are Batman crossovers. So this guy transforms into the Batman Tumbler. He's painted almost entirely in black. His paint job's a little messy, so I think he still needs some work. And then Arcee I just started painting. I've only got the black parts. And she's going to become the Bat Pod. Alright, and here's their alt modes. I haven't transformed these guys in a long time. So yeah, obviously this one doesn't look very special yet. Once he's get some purple on him and some more yellow, he's going to look real good. And then here's the Soundwave Tumbler, still kind of a mess, needs some polish, but he does the job. And then the Arcee Bat Pod definitely needs some extra paint here and there. That's going to be like the seat or something. But yeah, that's the front of the vehicle. So you can kind of see it coming together. It's getting there. Okay, let's look at the Rise of the Beast figures I'm working on. So here is Cheetor and his toy colors. So it's just metallic blue and yellow, basically. All of that added on to him. So I think that like improves the way he looks. His eyes are all green and matching. But yeah, I think this paint job looks really good. Really reminds me of the original toy. So I'm pretty pleased with the way this one turned out. Wasn't too much work. And then of course we got the Rise of the Beast. He's got like iridescent eyes, which I think matches this figure. And he's of course in Black Panther colors. So I think the detail work really matches the figure. So I think he turned out pretty nicely. I think you guys will agree. Alright, and here they are in their alt modes. Of course, Cheetor looking like he normally does. I definitely transformed him wrong. It's been a while. But yeah, I think he turned out pretty nicely. Really like those original colors. And then of course T'Challa looking very epic. Oh yeah, what a great figure. So good. And then yeah, I think this proves that Hasbro should definitely do a Black Panther Ravage repaint of this guy. He really deserves it. Okay, and let's finish strong, and this is all my Energon repaints. I really only planned on doing these two. But then I figured I had this guy laying around. he already has all these black parts that reminded me of the Energon Starscream, and I was like, why not just put on some silver and then go over it with clear green and try to get him done. But yeah, it didn't quite turn out. The paint is very sloppy, and that's because to me, a clear green just dries too quickly. But you get the idea. He basically accomplishes what I set out to accomplish. You can see like his Energon leaking out of him, which I think is very cool. And then he does have green eyes, and I did widen his eyes a little bit just to make them a little bit more visible, but even then they're hardly even catching the light because he has such a huge brow. But yeah, I think he definitely needs his Energon sword and rifle, but yeah, pretty minimal repaint on that guy. He took very little work. And then of course, Arcee is just from the Rise of the Beast warrior. Arcee, she's half done, I would say. Obviously the paint needs to be done a little bit better, but I think this accomplishes the look. It really feels like Energon Arcee. I do want to put these tires on ball joints just so they can go up a little bit more, but yeah, I think this is the most Energon Arcee we're going to get. I'm surprised they didn't repaint this, but I guess they're really not doing Energon. And then finally we have our Energon Megatron. So he's white right now. I haven't decided whether I want to give him the silver paint or not. And yeah, now that I'm looking at this on camera, this looks pretty rough. But yeah, it looks less rough in person. And hopefully when I put on the semi-gloss, it won't look as bad. But I think the black turned out really nicely. The sky blue is not too bad. So overall, I think this really evokes what he looks like. I definitely wanted to put some shoulder cannons on him, just have ball joints right here, but I don't really have any Galvatron cannons lying around. But yeah, I think this is a good repaint they should do of this figure, but again, they're probably just going to neglect Energon, so I doubt this will ever happen. Alright, and here they are in their alt modes. Obviously for Megatron here, I still got some painting to do. This is the first time I've transformed him since I painted him. But you can see he mostly has the motif. This needs to be white. This needs to be painted. And then Arcee, I also haven't transformed her yet, so you can see that she's still unpainted in places, but you get the idea. It pretty much carries over that Energon vibe. And then Starscream, not much going on here. You can see some of these green details bleeding through, but otherwise nothing else really changed here. He looks basically the same. I think if I was going for accuracy, of course, this would have to be a dark green or something else instead of blue, but close enough. So yeah, let me know what you think of these rig paints, and I'll see you in the next one.